Alt, Alt. Then equal is next to the backspace on the towards the top right corner of your keyboard. That those two functionalities, those two keys is what gives us the total sum of all this. So the reason why using Alt equals is more advisable is because you might have a very long range of numbers, and you remember when we were doing this equal sum, we were highlighting manually, right? Now, if we are using Alt equals, have you seen me highlighting anything? Have you seen me highlight the range of numbers? The answer is no. So, if you have a very long range of data where you need to get their total summation, Alt equals become in handy because you don't have to struggle starting to scroll, to start highlighting, and you have a very long range of numbers. No, 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 no. You will not have to do that. You'll just come and just highlight where you want your answer is, click on that cell, and in my case, I highlighted the three cells because I wanted my answer to appear, my answers for all those columns. Then click on Alt equals your answers. You get your answers correctly displayed there. Very good. I believe you are getting something. I believe the time you are taking to watch this clip is not in vain, and you are benefiting, you are getting value for that time and that data. You are using data to watch this. Good. So, very good. Let's move a notch higher. I've reminded you on the equal sum and alt equal functionalities on how it can help you to get the total summation. Then, lastly, I want also to demonstrate another different arrangement of numbers using alt equal so that you see how it gives you output and how powerful alt equal functionality is. And what do I want to use? Let me say Q1, let me say Y, let me use, I'm coming up with numbers, maybe digits for two products, product Y and product Z, like that. I have product Y and product Z. And in this product Y and product Z, we have quantity 1 and quantity 2 and maybe quarter 1. In quarter 1, what are the sales of product Y and what are the sales of product Z? In quarter 2, what are the sales of product Y and what are the sales of product Z? Interesting, right? Then quarter 3, what are the sales of product Y and what are the sales of product Z? Maybe last quarter or quarter 4, but for now, let me just stop at quarter 3. Then I want to get the total sales. Total sales for quarter 1 for product Y and product Z. Then for these quarters, product Y alone, I want its total here. Product Z alone, I want its total here. For the 3 quarters, I want us to come up with something like that. Write total here. Now, I want you to look at this. Let me just put these ones in bold. In bold, like that. Good, 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 good. Now, these are sales. Quarter 1 sales for product Y, sales for product Z, and then the total for these two products in quarter 1. Then again, I want the totals for both of these products in quarter what? Quarter 2. I want the totals to appear here. Then I want the total for quarter 3 for both the two products to appear here. At the same time, I would also want to get the totals for product Y alone for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and I would want the output to appear here. I want to do the same for product Z, get the totals for the 3 quarters to appear here. Now, what am I going to do that? So let me come up with the numbers. So let's say in quarter 1, products Y we sold 15,000. In quarter 2, product Y we sold 65,000. In quarter 3, product Y we sold, for example, 24,000, like that. Product Z, let's say we sold 25,000 in quarter 1. In quarter 2, we sold 34,000. And then in quarter 3, we sold, for example, 46,000, like that. Now, how do you get the totals per quarter and again the totals per product? Using alt equals, it is very easy. How do you do it? Just come here and highlight everything. Highlight including the titles, like that. Are you see that? After highlighting those items, the whole data the way, with that layout, I will just come and click on alt equals and I want you to see the magic. Are you seeing the output is already given there? I've gotten all the total summations. across and vertically. Horizontally and vertically, this functionality has given me outputs for all that I was looking for. So you can see these ones, these are the totals. These are totals on that column, and these are the totals applicable to that. So I can comfortably say if I added quarter one for product Y and quarter one product Z, I would get a total of 40,000. Is that true? That is true. If you add 65 to 34, you'll get 99. And again, if you add them vertically, you'll realize that you are getting the same correct answer here. And what have I used? I've not, in fact, I've not thought much. I've just highlighted everything and used alt equals. Powerful tool, very good. So I think that is enough on summation. That is enough reminder on the functionality of summation, and I would want to move a notch higher. Interesting, interesting. I'm loving this, and I believe you are learning something. I believe you are learning something. I believe you are learning something. So, as I move to the next stage, if you want and if you like the same similar contents, if you find them handy and useful to you, kindly hit on that like button. Kindly follow this channel because you are going to get more interesting and more informative content which are useful to you, to your friends. If you are a parent, to your children, let them start learning about computer knowledge and specifically Excel functionalities. If you're an accounting student, if you're a CPA candidate, you're a CPA student, you intend to learn accounting, you are a college, you are in college, you are in university, this is now for you. You do not have an option, my friend. This one, you do not have an option. In this digitization era we are in, you must embrace this. These skills will becoming very important to you in the real world. Good. Let's continue. Let's move a notch higher. And when you move a notch higher, what I want us to discuss is the second thing called auto-fit contents in a cell. I think this is something that I've even done here. And if you are keen, you must have seen it. Now, let me just write it here. The second thing we're going to discuss is auto-fit contents in a cell. How do you auto-fit contents in a cell? How do you auto-fit contents in a cell? Now, to auto-fit contents in a cell, I want to copy the same and put it in the next cell so that we are using the same to discuss and to give you an answer like that. Good. So there it is. There it is. So you can see that I've written auto-fit contents in a cell, and I've written it starting from cell D34. This is the cell reference. Cell reference of this is D34. How do you tell the cell reference? You look at this box here. Are you seeing this box here? It shows you the cell reference. So I wanted it to appear here in that cell alone, but it is overlapping to the next cell. You can see it is overlapping to this other cell, cell E34. It is also overlapping to this cell F34. But now, what do I do to auto-fit these cell contents? There are two ways. If you have a worksheet full of data, your worksheet has a lot of data, yeah? There is an approach where you just come to this top left corner of this your worksheet. You'll see something, some triangular shape appearing up and upside down, and it is white in color. Just come and click on that triangular part like that. Once you click on that space, you realize that your entire worksheet will be highlighted. Once your entire worksheet is highlighted, come to any spaces in between any columns, any spaces in between any column. And the space here, I mean the column or the line dividing one column and the other. Column C and D is being divided by this line here. Column E and F is being divided by this. Column H and I is being divided by this. Click on any of those in between columns. Once you double click, any writing within the entire worksheet that is overlapping will be auto fit into one cell. I want us to try that. Good, 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 good. Now, if I come and just double click on this, you'll see that this my auto fit contents in a cell is already fitting in one cell. It has auto adjusted. And surprisingly, you'll even see the other writings have already auto fitted. Do you remember when I wrote my alt equal functionality? It was spilling over. But now, because I highlighted the entire worksheet, you can see everything is auto fitting. Everything is auto fitting. So that is a functionality which is important, so that you do not start, you do not start adjusting. Wewe unapanua cell by cell, wewe unapanua. Kama wewe ni mtu umezoea kupanua panua one cell at a time, unakuja hapa unapanua, unakuja hapa, wewe ni kazi yako ni kupanua, and you think you're very very, you think you're doing a very important thing, unakuja unapanua panua. My friend, it is long gone. Do not do that. If you have Excel knowledge, you just do this thing automatically. Excel will do the work for you. So if you are used to doing that, kupanua each cell at a time, please stop that. It is not very interesting. Embrace the new way to auto-fit contents in a cell. Good. Let's move to the last. The last concept that we are to cover today, it is a concept on multiplication. It is a concept on multiplication, and where before I come on multiplication, to go hand in hand, now let me just write there multiplication. I want to show you something on multiplication, which is a very interesting functionality in Excel. Now, to show you something on multiplication, I'm bringing in two concepts. There is something we have to learn called cell referencing. We must learn cell referencing. Cell referencing means instructing Excel to to pick or to refer to a specific cell so that it can pick data or it can pick a number in that particular cell that you are instructing it to do. I want to show you how we do cell referencing. To refer, referencing is from the word refer. When you're doing some computation in Excel somewhere, and then you'd want Excel to pick a certain data from a certain specific cell, you are doing reference. So you tell Excel, now I want you to pick, and to pick or to refer to a cell, you start with an equal sign. You'll say equal, and then you tell Excel, I want you to pick a content in that cell. Are you seeing what I've done on the screen? I'm telling Excel to bring the data in cell J37, to bring it to this cell D what? D42, this cell here. I'm using equal sign. I'm doing what we call referencing. There are three ways to do cell referencing. One of the ways to do cell referencing is what we call partial. So let me just use the previous one to write this one. Now, there is what we call partial referencing. There is what we call absolute referencing. Absolute referencing. Then there is a third method of referencing, and it is called mixed cell referencing. Good. So it is partial. Let me just add the word partial cell referencing, absolute cell referencing. This is interesting. And because I'm seeing my time is running out, I don't want to go at a high pace or at a high speed at this point, because this is very important. I do not want to be in a hurry to show you how to explain this type of self-referencing and how to apply them. So kindly keep it on this channel, because I'm going to explain this in the next video. So see you in the next one. Thank you very much.